Well, I mean, we just finished up the 2020 Summer Olympics in 2021 because of COVID, obviously, and but just thinking on that, the history of the Olympics. I mean, thousands of years ago, wars it would end for 16 days. They would call a truce, so people could all come together and compete. For whatever reason. The idea of just watching people or participating yourself, people compete, and we're playing silly games, throwing balls and hoops and, hitting balls with sticks and whatever. But I think it's just they're very simple, they're very simple in the sense of like, once you understand how the game is played, it's just like who can do it, who can do it in a more inventive way, or who does it best, and like that. Those people sort of inspire us, and especially team sports. Like team sports, it requires everybody to do a specific part of this job. A specific part of this mission. We all take this piece, and if we all do this thing correctly, maybe we can outwit the other team and win that game. And we've gathered for thousands of years to come watch this stuff. And then you go to a football game today, you go to an NFL game. And I was just thinking about this earlier, like if you had a stadium full of people who, more like an airport, where it's just people they dress differently, look differently from all these different parts of the world, there's not gonna typically be much communication, between the groups. It's like you stick with your traveling buddy and, maybe you're courteous or whatever, but you're not getting to know people at this thing. But you put jerseys on these people and stick them in a stadium, and it's like you're getting to know the people in that, in your section, and it's one of the few places where, in the first quarter of a game, I've said this before, this isn't original, but like it's so true. The first quarter of a game, like this person sitting next to you that you do not know could spill their beer on you, and by the fourth quarter you're hugging this person because your team scored the winning touchdown or whatever. And it's like you would never do that stuff anywhere else but around sports. It just like it has this incredible power to just bring us together. And then along with that, athletes are just they're very respected because of what they accomplished and what they can accomplish on the field, and people listen to them, and they have a platform. And I'm one of the people that thinks they should use that platform for good. I mean, there's also athletes that and moments in our life where we make mistakes, and that's tough. But there's nothing better than to see those people come back from those mistakes as well, and rebound and win again. Like that's also a special feeling. But yeah, it's just I think from the athlete side and from the fan side, it's one of these things like we can't wait for getting back into stadiums and going to games again. After COVID, it's just one of these things that you feel so disconnected and so alone. And then this is one of those moments where it feels like it really connects our society. And for whatever reason in America, I mean, sports are like on another level, of how important they are to our society.